What's up, good people? I see y'all, man. Top of the morning. Oh, it's another one. Let's get it, man. What does the Lord have in store for us today? That's the question we need to be asking. Like when we wake up, Lord, what is it that you got planned for me? What's on the agenda? You feel me? That way we tapping in, you know what I'm saying? Definite prayer. You already know that. But like, question, like what am I supposed to do? Consider that, you know what I'm saying? Because he might give you a daily assignment. You never know. Anyway, let's jump into today's devotion, July 20th, Genesis 19:26, which reads, "But Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt." So, whoa. I try to look at this situation like, the whole scenario involving Lot, his wife, his family, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, and what God was doing to remove them from a situation that was sure to be terminal. You feel what I'm saying? The thing I want to ask you is how many times in your life was God trying to remove you from a situation and your indecisiveness caused you to stay? Personally, I can recall a grip of times when, I had signs, warnings, premonitions, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't heed them, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I didn't heed them is because I knew that these promptings would cause me to leave or be removed from a certain part of my life that I loved. And it was a sin nature. It was a sinful thing, a negative thing, but something that I had become hardened and familiar with and come depend on, if I'm gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? It was such an integral part of my life that I just couldn't see myself living without it, or even better, how I could function without it. You know what I mean? And I think when Lot's wife looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah, she did so and was turned to a pillar of salt. She did so with a longing, with intense longing for what she was comfortable with and what was being removed out of her life. Like she loved it more than where God was trying to take her, and therefore she was turned into a pillar of salt, man. So can any of y'all relate to that? Can anyone admit that they're in that predicament right now? Hesitation has never really been used in a good connotation. It's like most of the time that hesitation is brought up, it has a negative, connotation to it. We'll see stuff and be like, bro would have had it, but he hesitated. You feel me? And that's usually how it is. There's a seed of doubt, which hesitation will cause. And sometimes fear. There can be different motivating factors that cause that hesitation, but it's indecisiveness. It's indecision. And Lot's wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt behind her indecision, her unwillingness to move and recognize the signs. The angels that talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. We need to take the reins of our faith and guide them in the same direction that God's trying to take us. We need to quit pulling imagine a horse heading full speed, straight ahead, and we're yanking the reins this way and pulling his head back. That's the equivalent of what we're doing, and we're doomed to wreck if we don't, follow that straight and narrow that God is leading us. It's kind of like, check this out. It's kind of the equivalent of it is like what we do is like the picture, if you can, a dog on a leash and you're trying to pull him to take a bath. You've seen a dog. He gets back on his hind legs. His neck is all scrunched up because the leash is pulling, and he doing everything in his power not to go where master is leading him. And that's what we do. We have that hesitation, and I don't never spit these devotions to bring somebody down, man. So when I ask you these questions, are you doing it? I'm not trying to harp on you, but I'm trying to make you question why it is that you hesitate. What are you afraid of, or what are you in love with? You feel what I'm saying? So, my hope is that we'll understand that God is trying to lead us somewhere, And we'll quit doing everything we can in our power to avoid where God is trying to take us. So the buck stops here. The challenge is on. I need you to listen to that voice, man. I need you to follow that spirit that's guiding you. And most importantly, do not give up. Do not let 2 days go by and say that you tried, bro. That's not trying. You feel what I'm saying? Change takes a consistency that doesn't allow for indecision, man. We have to realize that. You have to be consistent. You have to give something time to grow. It's like we don't plant a seed and it sprouts up the next day, man. It takes some time. It takes some nurturing. It takes some caring. But there's also trouble that come. Them weeds come and them bugs come. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy, but just don't be so quick to give all that I'm trying to tell you to give to God that you give to an old situation that you're trying to hold on to. You feel me? Real talk, man. I hope you embrace that, man. Pillar of salt, man. That can't be good, man. Anyway, God bless y'all, man. Do the most, man. God got a plan for you, man. Pay attention.